throngs of fans outside waiting for him every day. But it shows he means business. He's looking smart. He's looking fresher, maybe than yesterday. And if he did get a good night of sleep, that could be decisive for him. Interesting game ahead. This is maybe the marquee match of the round.
Also a new hairstyle.
The man bun.
And there's a handshake, and they are off. Any predictions for the first bit? Oh, well, hang on a second. Fabiano got there before all of us. He's opened with a king's pawn. And do you think Magnus will just play a Sicilian? Or do you think he will...
It was E5.
E5. Oh, E6!
Wow. Ambitious stuff already.
Got a good sleep.
Yeah, Magnus only dabbles in the French defense when he's feeling in a mood for a fight. Of course, there's huge risk entailed, and this is extra brave because I've played through Fabi's games. I was looking for inspiration from the white side against the French defense, and Fabiano has almost 100% record against the French. It's just crazy. He seems to win every game. So the fact that Magnus is kind of provoking him like this, wow, it takes courage. Judith, what's your thoughts on this early development, not his normal repertoire, Magnus Carlsen?
Well, I believe that simply Magnus is always famous to look for challenges, and he likes to challenge himself a lot. And probably this part that Fabiano has a great score in the French, it makes him even more hungry to break this kind of thread for Fabi. And of course, when you really play with someone for years and decades, for so many times, you try to make a surprise. You try to make something different. So I think this is one of the biggest challenges and difficulty for the top players, how to keep your motivation to play against another player, not to repeat the same openings, somehow to create a new idea, a new kind of type of game, or provoke your opponent.
I can vaguely recall a few years ago when Fabiano started with his wonderful 7 out of 7 streak in America. St. Louis. I remember him beating Magnus in a French, wasn't it?
They had 2 games there. I think Fabiano beat Magnus, was it in an accelerated dragon?
Okay.
When Fabiano had the white pieces. At least that was the opening. I'm not sure the result in that game. Magnus's king. And the clock situation, he's got time, 14 minutes for Magnus against 8, but look at him on the camera, Magnus Carlsen, looking away, leaning back in his chair. The problem is how to defend this black knight.
Well, you can't, because if you step back with the rook, then white simply goes rook takes knight, and there is a terrible fork on f6. So you can rule that one out of the equation, and that means you have to move the knight. Yeah.
You have to move the knight just to show that variation you mentioned, Jovanka. And rook e5, last move on the board. I don't see what he can do. If he moves the knight in another direction, for example, if he steps it back here to try and trade, then I think there will be consequences in the other direction. A knight check. Where's the king going? The name of this mate, Jovanka, you're the expert here. Is this
Arabian.
Arabian checkmate. Rook takes h7 and the black king is trapped.
Knight c3.
Knight c3, I mean, but still, it's the same problem, right?
Knight check.
The knight will come to f6. You have a check.
Oh, the bar drops though. Does black's king have to just run for the hills?
I think so. Run for the seas.
h4
Wait, this
mate.
won't, mate. Yeah, this won't work. Yeah, maybe I have to go back in this direction to hit your rook, at least survive one move longer. But just to show that one, Judith, there's all sorts of checkmates. The black king facing white's whole army on its own. This is on the board. This position, Magnus, how is he going to survive? I thought we'd see an Armageddon here, but it's just been, beautiful play by Fabiano Caruana against the French defense. Knight of 6 on the board.
Just goes to show, you have to maintain your concentration at every stage of the game.
And he
One
resigns.
slip up, and that's it.
Wow.
Whoa. That is a great start for Fabiano Caruana as he wins against Magnus with the white pieces and nets 3 points. Magnus' woes are just continuing. Yesterday was a bad blitz outing. Today, starting with a loss.
Yeah, he's had a torrid time so far, Magnus Carlsen. Just maybe showing a bit of rust. This was his